out there and did whatever I need to do. I thought that it gives me another opportunity. But I mean, ultimately, all the year has been an amazing year for boxing.
Man, let's talk about a couple fights that it seems like we're going to get next year. It sounds like we're actually going to get these right now, like the one that we all wanted. We'll get into that later. Plant Benavidez, brother, how do you see that playing out?
I think it's a great fight. Plant is a great boxer. If he uses his boxing ability, I think that he can maneuver around Benavidez. But Benavidez is a very tremendous volume puncher, and you don't see those kind of guys except for what's the English guy that came in undefeated for a long time. He was a very volume puncher, the southpaw guy. He was one of the best fighters. Kawasaki. Very volume puncher. You kind of although Benavidez is the Mexican style, he goes out there with incredible volume when he needs to. And he's a tough guy. Like every Mexican fighter, they go out there with the balls out. They just go out there and fight, and I think that's going to be a tremendous fight.
Another one, Tank versus Ryan. It sounds like they might fight in the interim.
Yeah.
I mean, Tank versus Ryan. We're finally getting a big one at lightweight.
That's a hell of a fight, But I gotta go. The thing is, Tank has always have a one punch knockout, and he can always turn the fight around. But I think that Ryan, if Ryan plays it well, he can box him really good. I think if he gives his distance, throw a jab and a hook, I think that he's going to be able to beat him in that way.
Man, let's just talk about the one we didn't get right, Crawford versus Spence. What was your kind of initial reaction to that?
That was a hell of a mess, because we want that fight. Everybody want to fight. Everyone wants that fight, But unfortunately, we didn't get it. We don't know what goes behind closed doors and stuff like that. But I've always felt that Bud is a tremendous, talented guy, and I've always had his back. So, but don't get me wrong, Spence is a champion for a reason.
Man, let's talk about Inoue. He's going for undisputed against Butler.
With Butler, yes.
Well, what do you think about that fight? Do you think Inoue gets the KO in that one?
I think that Inoue always had that chance of knocking somebody out because he's a power puncher, and he's a strong fighter, One thing that I lacked though in the fight with Inoue was discipline, and I think that Butler, seeing his fight, he's a very disciplined boxer, and that might give him a chance to win by points or counter Inoue when his feet is in front of him, and his weight's in front of him. But ultimately, his discipline is going to carry him a long way more than I did.
Obviously the year's not over, but if he were to win, he would have Inoue would have a strong argument for fight of the year. Bivol also has one. Bam Rodriguez. Is there any of these guys that rises to the top for you?
I think for me, Bivol is the fight of the year because he's beaten the best in boxing. The best in boxing, the best in his division. There's no argument of what he's already done. I mean, you could say Inoue could get it too because he's done something that no one has done on me. But when it comes down to competition, you have to give it to Bivol when it comes down to it.
And last one, sir. It looks like it might be Spence Thurman if we're not getting Crawford right. But still a good fight at welterweight. Thurman's only lost to Pacquiao. How does that fight play out, do you think?
Well, we saw that Thurman can get hit with a straight jab. When Pacquiao dropped him with the jab, or the straight, or those after punches that Pacquiao does. And we know that Spence does those punches too, where he throws it straight and throws a jab after, or he throws a jab, he throws it straight and a jab after. That always opens up for Thurman. But I think that Spence is on a different level now. But again, you can't count out a world champion like Thurman. But I think in all succession of all his fights, he's not gaining enough confidence for me to say that he can take the punch. He can take the fight.
We gotta get you on a desk, man. We gotta get you on a desk commenting this stuff, man. This opinion needs to be more vocal and more out there, man.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, I'm distracted. I'm watching the fight. Everybody's screaming. So
right.
But definitely, man. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank
sir.
you, guys.